The original video is linked in the description down below. Enjoy.
Alright then, so this video is an older one. It's just to show what it was like again in COVID times. I know it's old, it is old now, but this is what we had to deal with and what people are still dealing with in a way, and how the police like to protect corporations over the public. So we'll just get straight into it.
I don't have them, do you? You got them. I feel very harassed, alarmed and distressed right now by this man's actions. I'm sure I've seen you before. I'm sure we've talked before. Sure. I'm exempt. I generally am. You can look it up.
So that's the first thing which I found in this video to be really annoying. Have you got a face mask, right? Who put them on in the first place? I definitely didn't. Did I have an exemption pass? No. Did anybody ask me? Yes. What did I tell them? Jog on. None of your business. End of. Right? I'm not one of these which is like, oh, COVID this, COVID that, didn't exist and all this lot. Yes, something clearly was going around. And it was a stronger flu than ever. But it's nothing too dangerous that everybody should have to wear a mask and put on a lanyard. They did all this to push a vaccination out, right? This is my opinion. To push a vaccination out, knowing full well it doesn't do what they convince the public that it does. So this whole "have you got a face mask" thing was just, that annoyed me.
Yeah. I do actually have one, but it's at home. Actually, I think I have one in the pocket. Yeah, I can wear it because that man I know on me, so I can wear it if you want. My signature. Yeah, but you know this, even if I don't sign it, it's still valid, isn't it?
Oh no, he has to sign it.
Come on, you know the law. I do. Fine. Pen.
So remember that what is just said there, because that does play a big part in this video near the end. You have to sign it. Even though, at the end, you'll see what I mean. But, and another thing when it was on about put your lanyard on, to me, that is just singling out. It allows people to know that the disabled people and vulnerable people in and around places. It's just saying he's vulnerable, he can then become a target to criminals.
This is ridiculous. You just heard me. It says on video that I'll sign it, and he's just calling it ridiculous. I just feel like this is bullying and intimidation again and again and again. Like.
What's the issue?
Can we talk? We'll walk away a little bit, please. No, it's fine. I will. So this man over here, yeah. She's bought my tickets, yeah, yes. At Twyford. I met her, yeah. Now she's bought both of them on a rail card, not understanding that only one of them could be used on the rail card because she's got a rail card, yeah. Yeah.
She's just young person's rail card.
Yeah. 16 to 25. We rocked up, done the tickets. She's then realised, and they've gone, oh, it's only valid on one. She's actually gone, fair enough, we'll pay for the full price ticket. This man's came over, got on video, he's straight away been quite hostile with me, okay. Harassed me, then bullied me into my details that I've not wanted to give whatsoever. I think it's just bullying and intimidation. I actually go all around the UK.
So there you go. That's the train company's profiteering there. If she's used a rail card and paid for 2 tickets and the machine's allowed her to pay for 2 tickets, how is that her fault? It's not. It's the machine's fault. The machine shouldn't allow you to do it. It is as simple as that. If the machine didn't allow you to do it, they would have understood and paid the full price. This whole situation wouldn't be happening. They would have paid for one off their rail card, and the other one wouldn't have been full price. Yes. So in this situation, in my eyes, it is the company's fault for making the mistake or not programming their machines properly. If you go to a vendor machine and put in your money and 2 items fall, whose fault is that? It's the vendor machine. It is as simple as that. So in this case, I am with these on this one. This is a problem of the company, and they are punishing them for their mistake.
In different police stations, you're probably used to it now, to be honest. And normally I get good encounters and stuff, but I just think it's bullying, it's intimidation. I've been bullied into my details for a fine that's once again unnecessary. Like,
Okay. But you have travelled on the wrong ticket. I mean, whether you've made a mistake or not, I'm saying
yeah, but the machine doesn't flag up, so there's no way of her knowing. There's no way of me knowing. She bought the ticket, so there's no way of me knowing.
That's fine. That's fine.
And I understand I can appeal it as well, but I don't want to go through the time and stress of that. So how I see it is, if I have to appeal it, I'm just going to take him to court and say that he's wasting my time and try and get like a compensation for it. Because I know how long it takes. It takes about 2 weeks of me doing paperwork. He's trying to say that I'm harassing him, even though he started up the compensation in the first place.
Okay, do you want to write back so we can discuss that? So let's do that. Right. If you go around taking videos of people...
And another thing on this machine's error. So if they're both going to get fined, are they going to get refunded for the amount they paid for getting on the tickets? Because getting fined for using the thingy, which is basically covering the ticket and extra. So the money she's paid on a rail card, does that mean that's going to get refunded back to her? Or they're going to keep that as well? That's a pretty fair argument to me. But like I say, the machine shouldn't have allowed it to go through in the first place. It should have flagged it and it should have told them. But it didn't. So this is the situation we're in, and this is why I don't think they should just make everything a machine run and not people operated. Because if it was a person on the other end, the person would have told them, no, this can't be done, and it would have solved this whole issue. But it's not. It's run by a machine, and the machine doesn't. The machine is probably programmed to do that so they can find as many people as they possibly can to pull in more revenue.
You're used to interactions with people. Sometimes it goes well, sometimes
This wasn't even an interaction. I've only started filming because he said I was harassing him, so I thought it's better if I have it on video.
Right. All I was going to say is, you're saying he's harassing you, he's saying you're harassing him. Usually, a police officer's perspective is the truth is halfway between the two.
I'll tell you what it is though, mate. I'll say one thing and then I'll listen to you. He's harassed that I'm filming him under the 1972 Criminal Justice Act, Section 36, that you all know as an officer, in a public space you're allowed to film. Now, this is publicly accessible by the public.
Also, this is a private place.
That's a bylaw. This is publicly accessible.
Right. Let me just explain.
Be really, really careful because police officers have been suspended by this.
For commercial purposes,
Yeah.
you need the permission of...
This isn't commercial, so I'm allowed.
So if you're putting it on YouTube and you're getting cash back on it, that would be a question.
It's only donations through PayPal, and the police officers have been suspended by this, so be really careful.
Right.
So that's quite interesting if it's for business purposes. If he puts it on YouTube and is making money from it, well, I can tell you now he ain't making nothing through YouTube unless if it is through PayPal, donation purposes only. His channel is that small, he ain't monetized at all, I can guarantee that. And even if he was monetized, he wouldn't be making nothing, as he would be making about £1 if that off this video. So this whole thing here is a bit nonsense. And another thing what I found quite interesting, this person's claiming that they are harassing him, even though he is the one which approached them and given them a fine. Now, if he felt that harassed, he could have just walked away and allowed these to carry on the journey, but he didn't, because he's there to get tickets and he's there to get a wage and meet his quotas he's got for that day.
But it's that British Transport Police, because remember the railway is a different environment.
Yeah, it's happened on the railway before, yeah.
The railway has its own rules and regulations.
I
governs.
I understand that.
Part of that is their right to ask people for their details and to deal with the revenue matters that come up.
But you will agree with me that even on the railway, it says on the website, there's no indecency to privacy in a public place, including British railways, and that is on the British Transport Police's website.
Yeah,
I've got a screenshot.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
That covers the people taking CCTV,
Yep.
taking pictures of stuff. It's the commercial aspect that I'm more, so as long as you're not earning out of it, then it's fine. You don't need anyone's permission to do it. Okay? Now, the truth of 99% of situations that police officers deal with is somewhere between both parties.
It's all on video.
So what they say is, if he's feeling harassed, you're feeling harassed, that's both your feelings.
So again, it's going on about how it does say on their website that there's no expectations of privacy in public, blah 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 blah, and if it's for commercial use, you have to get permission. But what is classed as commercial use? Commercial use is when you're profiting off it. Him putting it on YouTube, if you don't get no donations, is not commercial, and the fact that it's not monetized states as well that is clearly not commercial. And again, let's go back to the harassment thing. This officer just said if he feels harassed and you feel harassed, the best way to sort this out is let them both go on the way. But he's not going to do that because this other guy's got a ticket he needs him to sign apparently, and he needs to issue him. But if he felt like harassed, he wouldn't have gone there and done all that anyways. So you know that's a lie straight away.
Okay? If he's feeling harassed, it might, he's feeling harassed. So the better way to be, you're right, just cold.
Oh yeah, I'm freezing, yeah. Anorexic, isn't it?
Right. So the best way to be is just, sometimes review it, take a step back, think about, you can't change their behaviour except by changing yours. Sometimes that's the way to do it. It's just communication, isn't it?
Yeah.
So if we're nice to each other, I'm just going to say, if we're all nice to each other, we get a lot further in life, don't we? When confrontation, one person steps, next person steps, escalates.
So we can just sign it and it all just
Yeah. This video is going to pay for it anyway, so let's do it, yeah.
Can you sign here? Are you okay to sign here?
Yeah. Thanks, mate. You made me more money than this is going to,
Okay,
You just
need
need
any...
sign it.
One second. Just need to sign here. Are you okay to sign with the COVID pandemic regulations?
Am I allowed to say no?
It's up to you. I'm not...
What?
So this person's arrogance and cockiness about he's going to make more money off this than is thingied. Unless if one of your 700 viewers has paid you a lot of money in donations through PayPal, this video aren't paid for that ticket at all. Hopefully, you will get to a point on YouTube where you can start making money, and then you'll realise that your donations mean a lot more than the money off of YouTube. The YouTube money, you don't get much at all. Secondly, did you hear what this guy said? Are you okay to sign this with the COVID regulation? So at the beginning, he said he has to sign it, but now he's giving him a choice to sign it. So if that was the case at the beginning, why not just let him on his way?
You just gave me the option. Am I allowed to say no?
No, just,
You just said due to COVID. If I say no, what happens? Because with COVID and all that, I don't know if I want to. He did just give me the offer though. You heard him.
just taking the
That's
pen.
the standard here. It's up to
That's
you.
down to you.
Do I not
That's
have
down
to?
you. I've got gel, I've got sanitizing gel, and then I can provide you sanitizing gel because you're touching my book and my pen. So that is why I'm asking.
Here, yeah. Have you got my details? Yeah, that's the most messiest signature I've ever done.
Do you want any sanitizing gels?
Nah, I just want to
sanitize your
leave,
hands?
mate. Thanks for
Let
paying
me
my
just give you a copy
fine.
of this.
I want your badge number on there as well. Make sure you got your ID number on there.
It is, I've been telling you right from the start. It is, see, my badge number
That's
is
gonna-
here.
yeah, that's gonna
And
get my
don't-
really
please don't
important
intimidate
copy.
railway staff. We are not here, we are here to help people. You can appeal against
Don't
it.
actual big man, mate. I really don't care what you got to say.
Bye-bye, have a good day.
You're not allowed to take offence anyway. How am I going to get back through?
Just show it to the man at the gate, he'll let you go through.
Will the ticket let me get back through on the way
No,
out?
you'll have to buy another ticket for your way back because
Oh,
that
great,
ticket
man.
is invalid, so I withdraw
So,
it.
I'm going to be let through now, yeah?
Yeah, I'm sure it's in my copy.
Oh, sure. Ridiculous, ridiculous. What's your badge number, sir? Sir, what's your badge number? Because you were there as well when all that happened. What's your badge number? What's your badge number? Excuse me, sir. What's your badge number? Because you were there when all that happened. Just now. God, ridiculous. Excuse me, public worker. I'm allowed to ask. What's your badge number? Don't lay your hand on me. If that's what you're going to do. Don't lay your hand on me. See you in a bit, Karen.
Okay then, so my opinions on this. The railway company there screwed up massively. Their machine didn't flag it up and allow them to pay for 2 tickets, which it shouldn't have. And if it did flag up and thingy, this whole interaction wouldn't have happened really. This kid's his arrogance is a bit full of himself, making out is massive on YouTube and all that lot. It's not, but if you want to go and follow him and support him on his journey, there's links in the description for his channel and this video if you want to go. Secondly, this whole mask thing was a lot of bollocks. Thirdly, I think the officer did do a pretty good job, so I can't criticise him there. The PCSO didn't do nothing really, or if it was a PCSO, I don't know if it was PCSO or British Transport Police, not 100% sure. And the guy who was given the ticket, I think he did his best in the situation he was in. Yes, he had no choice but to give a ticket. But he didn't have to say he felt harassed, alarmed and distressed, even though he was the one which engaged in this conversation with him. It's just one of them things, innit? But let us know in the comments down below what you thought of this interaction. As always, like the video, it does open YouTube's algorithm, and I'll catch you on the next one.